I've just seen The Flash, and I can't believe it. This movie's gone through so much stuff. Drama, multiple rewrites, multiple delays, but somehow, ladies and gentlemen, this movie was an absolute banger, bruv. And I'm not even exaggerating, this movie really surprised the hell out of me. Genuinely, one of the best comic book movies I've seen in a long while, bro. That's saying something. This really surprised me. As for the story, do not worry, this is a non-spoiler review, so you're good to go. Barry Allen, aka The Flash, realises if he goes fast enough, he can actually go back in time. And he does that, and he ends up in an alternate reality where there are no heroes. Just him and another version, his younger version self. You get it. And it's a mess, and now you got your story. It's pretty much Flashpoint from the comics. If you've read Flashpoint, you get the idea of where this movie's going and what's going to be happening. But the story was amazing. The best bit of the entire movie by far. It had so many emotional layers, which I was not expecting, mate. I got teary-eyed, bruv. 2 scenes in this movie, was not expecting that from The Flash. Don't get it twisted, this was on my top 10 most anticipated movies of the year, but I wasn't expected to be getting teary-eyed, bruv, or just thinking this story is amazing. Sure, on paper, it is amazing, but they executed it flawlessly. Perfect. The story's perfect. It had layers. It was bloody amazing, mate. I can't really say anything else without going into spoilers, and this is spoiler-free. Trust me, the story was peak. As for the cast, Ezra Miller, damn, mate. That guy, bro, he's got some acting layers, boy. Not only is he front and center of the movie, obviously he is the Flash, but he's a matured version of the Flash. Obviously, the version in Justice League, whatever version of Justice League you want to pick, he's kind of immature. He ain't been doing it for long. Now he's matured. He's aged a little bit, man. And you can see, he's just so much better, bro. So much better. And when he comes into contact with his younger self, who's basically even more immature and annoying than the other version, it's perfect. It's so perfect. It's so sick. Ezra Miller, big respect. Genuinely, I say that wholeheartedly. Killed it, mate. The performance was bloody god tier. Genuinely, you got to think they're on screen together. So they're doing it multiple times, over and over and over. It's insane, mate. The acting, huge props. Next up, the big one, it's probably the name, you've seen it in the trailers, it's going to get you in the movie theatre if you're not sure on The Flash, is Michael Keaton as Batman. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. So good. So nostalgic, but not just forced nostalgia. It actually has huge reasons and a huge plot thing why he's in the movie. It's not just in there because it's Michael Keaton and it's Batman and they're just bringing it on his. It has genuine reasons. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to go too much into details of Michael Keaton's Batman. It surprised me a lot. It worked for the movie. Flawless. And the final one, Kara, aka Supergirl. Don't really want to say much. You guys know I fucking love Batman and I fucking love Superman. She was god tier. That is all I'm saying. God tier. All the characters, amazing. Let's talk about everything else. First of all, the score. I'm gonna be real, yeah. When I heard the Batman theme, I got goosebumps. I can't help it. Michael Keaton's Batman tune coming on. We're good to go, mate. I'm ready for it. As for the visuals, there's one negative, but I'll talk about that last. The actual action and the way they're showing the speed force and how different things happen when he goes a certain speed, it blew my mind. It is so good and so sick. If you're a Flash fan, you're gonna be so gassed. I really like the Flash. He's not even probably in my top 10, maybe not even top 15 favourite heroes, but when I saw him doing things on screen, I was just in a world of happiness. Everything with Batman and what he's doing was flawless. Same with Supergirl. Zod's in the movie. That's not a spoiler. It's in the trailers. He's amazing as well. Also, this movie, I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm a huge fan of Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm going to die on that hill, bruv. Doctor Strange, my favourite comic book character ever. I don't care. This probably does the best explanation for the audience as to why things happen a certain way when you go back in time or forward in time or just mess with the multiverse. This has the best explanation. Full respect to that. I really like that, man. It really caught me off guard. Really sick. As for the one negative, it is genuinely the only one. Even the run time's a long time, boy. 2 hours, 20 minutes. I was entertained the whole time. But genuinely, the one thing, some of the CGI, what is actually going on, man? It looks so weird and uncanny valley because a lot of the CGI that's looking strange is face. We know how faces look. I don't know what I was seeing, that weren't real, bruv. And it definitely wasn't a face. And there's a lot of it in this movie, because again, the whole movie's about the Flash. He's going super speeds at all times, pretty much. There's just a lot of questionable CGI. It's weird, like, when there's war and action and laser vision and Batman stuff, it looks crisp. When he's going super speed, it looks crisp. But when he's, like, doing fast things and there's, like, people in the scene and the faces, it kind of looks fucked. I don't know why they done that. It is my only negative. Everything else is fucking god tier, mate. The story caught me off guard, boy. The best explanation of a multiverse movie. It's a true multiverse time travel movie. I think if you like any of that stuff, you could go into this movie not even caring about the Flash, and you're gonna like it a lot. It's got the fan service, it's got the characters. This was way funnier than it needed to be. I'm gonna be honest, this made me laugh more than Guardians of the Galaxy 3 did. I know they're completely different, and I don't really like comedy, but I like MCU comedy. Whoever wrote the comedy in this movie or the dialogue, respect. You made Scrooge over here actually laugh, and the theatre was pretty much empty. I went so early this morning. I'm just a nerd sitting there laughing to myself. And I loved it. I didn't care, mate. Overall, this was nearly god tier. That's how good this movie is. I cannot give respect enough, mate. It's kind of a little bit salty that, you know, James Gunn's rebooting stuff. I would have really liked to see where you can go with this, because it is so sick, so amazing, and I really effing loved it. And I'm going to give The Flash 9 nerds out of 10. If some of that CGI was fixed, I don't know, maybe they've done it on purpose. I don't know, and I probably never know. If the CGI was a little bit better in a few places, this could have easily got a 9.5 out of 10. Banger. Right now, at the time of this recording, in like a week's time, I'm going to be ranking every movie I've seen from worst to best, or doing a top 10. I'm doing something. One of you awesome nerds in the nerd army, let me know. Like, you know, why don't you do that? Rank the first half, and then when you get to the year, you can do all of it. So I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, spoiler alert, this is going to be in the top 5 best of this year. Maybe even top 3. This truly was sick. Hopefully it makes some big dollars. It deserves it. If you've seen it, let me know down below. Tell me what you think. I will greatly appreciate it. You guys are the sickest. Big up the Nerd Army. We're on the mission to 50k. Take care. Peace.